Proszę.
Dobrze, 15 track. Okay, so maybe to be safe, let's repeat it.
Okay,
because
sure,
now
sure,
sound
sure.
is better. Why are we here? Where are we exactly? What's the village?
Yeah, you are now in the village called Minami Yamashiro Mura, which is the only village is belonging to the Kyoto, and this is about the population is 3,000 people here in the village, and then the destination is 1.5 hours from Kyoto city, and 1.5 hours from the Osaka city. This is just between like a Kyoto and then Nara and the Mie prefecture, which is really like a border. It is really in the mountainside. And do you know the ninja? And this used to be there living, this district, this area.
So this is the ninja area.
Ninja, yes, I mean like a ninja used to, they live in this area, and then what's that? There's a history was here.
Okay, why did you escape from the city?
Well, but the city, for me, but when I was living in Berlin, because I found that, the quality of the life, and you need some space for the creation. And if you're staying in the big city as a Tokyo, and the land is expensive, and the place is so small, and then for the environment, if you play the music, you have to prove all the soundproof, the blah blah something. But here is you see it outside. My neighbor is like 100 meter, 200 meter away, and then also we have the space. That's also, and also the nature, and you can feel more like human.
So this is the base of the band.
This is now that we're basing it here, and we have the studios, another place, and it's mostly we're recording these days here in the village.
Okay, as you know, we've come to Japan looking for a punk rock band, but from our perspective, you are more punk than real punk rock band in Japan, because you are, let's say, against the grain. You are making music, and so the question is, could you compare like what you're doing now to the punk rock music, punk rock attitude?
Well, the punk rock attitude is not what the music wise, because we're using for the lyrics and to tell the people what we like to say, and it's because of the most in Japan is the music scene is all like a pop music, and there's not many people listening for they found the reggae. It's not many. This is always the pop music, so that's why we're using for pop music, then for the lyrics to tell for the message. This is why I decided to like a techno pop music, because now it's getting more popular in here.
Okay, so yeah, in Japan, like to be a punk rocker is like be against the pop music. Am I right?
No, it's the pop, techno pop, punks. Well, I don't really see the punks here, because there's no fashion anymore. Because here is always the fashion, so you have to be on that. If you're behind it, that is no one listening. And there's even punks. Okay, if you live in a city, I don't think there are no punks anymore. Because they're always in the society. That's why we just live that in the city, and then we're doing here for what we like.
Yeah, so you are like a new generation of rebellious musicians. Yeah,
What?
You are like a new punk, because you are like a yeah.
Well, as you said, yes, but this is the best way we can express our music. And
so, what is, if you could repeat the whole sentence? What's the best way to express ourselves?
Say again. What's it?
Because my questions will be cut. So
Yeah, okay,
I need
okay.
From the beginning, like your expression from the beginning. So you said that it's a good way to express yourself. But if you could start from like, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
For the music wise, what do you
Music and yeah.
The music wise, okay. Let me
Yeah.
create this. The question was asking me about.
About that, from my point of view, you are like the new generation of punks because you are doing your thing against the fashion, against the pop scene. Is it true?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, but then, this is good question with the
So
This-
the question is,
Yes.
are you guys punk rockers?
Well, it's a spirit, I guess, but it's just not musical. I mean, not the sound, but it's just. Then now we have to make music as popular music, but it's we're using the music for the lyrics. We just express it ourselves. So this is like, but then also you read our lyrics. And then you see there's a lot of the political things against it, to tell but most Japanese pop music is a love song, and we don't do the love song. I mean, we did only one song, but just mostly like we give them one message for this, what we like to show. And then the people getting, like it these days.
Okay. And do you like the term gay band? And if you could describe the situation like a gay scene, is it exist in Japan? So, or you are the first band?
Well, that gay scene is here. It's really hard to say what is a gay scene because it's very close, and the society they don't accept it at all, and it's most people as a closet. So, if you say the gay band or something, they might think it's like cliche and like it can't be because when you see the TV, there's a lot of the drag queens now on the TV, and the people look to see that in the TV and then really make fun of that. So it's not our way. So if we said a gay band, they might think it's a gay band, So that's why now these days we don't care about the gay band because we are gay. So just to play music, there's no such a the category for the gay band, no gay music, but we're doing.
Yeah, so we should call you like a gay activist more.
Well, now people call me the activist, but it's just this is funny of it because I don't do anything. I mean, just doing it myself. But it's people say, "Oh, you guys activists," but I know for me, the activists, when I was in Europe, I see this really hard, but. We don't do that, for them. I mean, of course, we did some demonstration also for the anti-gay the law for the Russia, which was last September. We did for the demonstration, but not many people joined. Actually, it's unfortunately, but right because now we are not so telling about the gay stuff. We're telling more like diversity and for minority. It's minority. It's not only sexual minority. There's a Korean, problem. There's the village. There's all the minority things we want to, show that tell the people where we are here, what is our problem, and just how we get know the people. So now, I hope you guys call me the bridge band, to the bridge for us to the society. So that's now people call it the bridge. I mean, I want you to call it the bridge band.
Yeah, it's a great answer and a great name. Yeah, the bridge band.
Bridge band.
Okay, and is it hard or is it harder in Japan to be a gay person? Is it the prejudice is?
Oh, that depends because if you're in a society and if you're working for the company and then if, they are not accepted at all, and if you say you're gay coming out, I don't know what's going to happen. But so that's why most people are like just closet. And then the night they're going to the gay town and they just enjoy themselves. And then at the morning, and they go to work like suits to be like a normal.
Okay.